With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Taking it about the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now...
On the carry, it's Chubb. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
On the carry.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a throw here, hauled in. And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A give running right is Chubb. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
To Nick Chubb.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll set up to throw. Forced out to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 35-yard line. Now Chubb running right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. And a give this time to the tailback. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw here. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
The try here for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out comes Deshaun Watson, ready to captain the ship here for this Houston offense.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, Watson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
On the coverage.
From the gun, here's Watson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Watson.
And this might not be the last interception we see, Brandon. Both of these teams like to throw the football, but here in this snow, ball's not going to always go where you want it to. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out.
The pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Number 20.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
Down at the 19-yard line. A 1-yard gain.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is caught. Austin Hooper there to make the grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point attempt to come here. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
Second and a yard.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson looking deep downfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Incomplete. Greedy Williams on
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to air one out for Anderson.
Watson's
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. He'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Back to throw. They set up the screen to Chubb. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Number 20.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
He was brought down by
Ross Blacklock on the tackle. 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and
And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
On the play. It's 3rd down and 12.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
29-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They start the drive with Anderson. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Play to the running back.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Anderson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 4 catches for him in the wild card win a week ago, and he's got his first here, and it's a first down. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just 1 throw.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Mac Wilson on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 29-yard line. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Nothing.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 20-yard line. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And it's 3rd down.
10th carry now for Anderson. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And this long drive is going to continue as they move the chains again.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Morris.
Watson's pass.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, it's Brock. And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a 2nd straight play. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Watson. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
It's such an impressive first half to get that lead. Frank Reich here on 4th down is ready to try for 3. This will be a 34-yard attempt. And this one is right through.
The field goal is
and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3.
14. Texans 3.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me,
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So,
well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pick.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. A run for Nick Chubb, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Nick Chubb on the
I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. They give the Chubb out of the gun. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Chubb again, the ball carrier.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He can run for it, and he will. 4 yards downs there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Nick Chubb, the ball.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. On the move to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 23-yard line.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The 26-yard line.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Anderson here, out of the gun. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Mac Wilson on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6. At the 30.
From the 38, Watson. Throw left side complete. That's Morris.
Watson's pass.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
12.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The ball carried.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 37-yard line. From the gun, Watson. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. second and 6.
Operating from the gun. Watson. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Watson's pass.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First down.
Here's Anderson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 1 yard gain. Brings
Another tote here for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Anderson. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Watson found his target. It's Anderson. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Texans draw a bit closer. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Now Nick Chubb and the Browns get set for their next possession. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. It's got Hooper on the short connection. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. And Matthews has it right side. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
That's good.
That one goes for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Their mobile, agile quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And the lead is up to 14.
It is good.
So the drive there took 6 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Houston set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Watson on first down. And his pass incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
It's 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
All right, Brandon, thanks. We've already punched 2 tickets to the championship round this weekend. We'll get back to you guys and punch a 3rd in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC divisional round game. And it is the Denver Broncos who are moving on as they knock off the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll drop to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Ed Oliver busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Watson finding Knox there, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now a first down throw, Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Watson's pass.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
Brings up
Out of the gun, Watson. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Watson on 3rd down. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
First and 10.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. A big reason why they've been so successful, this defense hasn't been able to contain him when he gets outside of the pocket.
So true, and that's when it's really difficult because defensively you can have a game plan and trying to count for all the things you've seen on tape, the way that they run their plays, even his running. But when it's a play where you just can't really say, okay, that's how the play's supposed to go, what they call broken plays, that's when the X and O doesn't work. That's when their Jimmy is better than your Joe. End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now a dump off here complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Now Chubb. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
Quarterback taken down and sacked.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Morris. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Handoff comes to Anderson, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. From the gun, here's Watson. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And the Browns getting set to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Nick Chubb, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a 1st down as well. They run. Chubb. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 7.
They'll look to throw, and this is incomplete.
The pass.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And it's complete. Hooper. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game. And he's got a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
That's another Browns 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's their quarterback, saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, get his 1st touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
Extra point forthcoming. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Watson off play action. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Watson's
A good pickup there at 22.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
On first down, it's Anderson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off of play action, it's Watson going up top. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
on the ground, it's Chubb.
At the 44-yard.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
That's good for a Cleveland Browns.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brought down at the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's good.
A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Partner, it's often the man coverage is easier for a quarterback to run against. You get your receivers going downfield. Those guys are staying with them, and oftentimes they have their back to the quarterback, which opens up a lot of space and room, and they don't even know that he's taken off with it. What a big-time pickup on that play.
They'll run with Chubb. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And his throw is incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
It's 3rd down. And
To throw is Watson.
to go.
Screen play, Anderson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27.
Watson's pass.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And again, it's Chubb. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That's good.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.